Hey y'all, it's the Lady Empath 1111, guys. Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome to Queen of Kings Tarot, where behind every great king is his queen. That is us, the Divine Feminine. Let's get into this blackout reading, guys. We're going to see what's going on in the heart space of you and your Divine Masculine. This is going to be a collective general reading for both the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. Let's get into the energy, guys. Let's see what it is that you need to know most at this time. All right, we're going to look at the Divine Feminine first. 5D self. Ooh, happiness. Beautiful. You could be seeing whales. Someone could be near the ocean. I remember I was sitting by the beach a few months ago and I saw these two whales in the ocean chasing each other, jumping the surf. That's kind of what I'm seeing now. But right now, you're really focusing on your happiness. You're aware that being happy means that you're on the right path. And it's like when you, Divine Feminine, begin to understand that for yourself, you really begin to invoke some type of change within the Divine Masculine. It's like you realize that when your world begins to spiral, that you are the only one that can bring things back into center. A centered reality is what I'm hearing. A centered reality. So that's when, Divine Feminine, you start to maybe question your self-worth, right? You're trying to hustle more, work harder, right? You may even find that you could have been living beyond your means at some time, or just having this false sense of reality. And when you begin to turn inward for yourself, you realize that happiness is an internal manifestation first, and then it begins to display externally. Now that you become more aware of what it is that makes you happy, right? And that means that you're on the right path. You now have this new passion. You're inspired to take some type of action towards what makes you happy. You could even be feeling a little fearless these days is what I'm hearing, right? It's this restless energy that you could be feeling where you wanted to truly be able to understand what options were available to you when it comes to making yourself happy. See, a lot of times as the Divine Feminine, we look to external sources for our own happiness, right? So you could have been in this period of your life where you felt everything about your happiness was contingent upon you and your person coming into union, or contingent upon the tranquility or the cohesiveness of your union with your person. When you begin to disassociate your happiness from your person, that's when you reclaim happiness for yourself. That is what's taking place for the Divine Feminine at this time. You realize that your happiness is internal to you, right? And that when you become of what happiness means to you, that puts you on the right path for yourself. See, a lot of times we allow other people to dictate our happiness. And it's like, if I'm in union with my person, then I'm happy, right? If me and my person are on the right page and I feel this connectivity between the two of us, then I'm happy. You've released and understand now that your trust is in the process. And you begin to accept the inner voice, right? Which always guides you correctly. And when you understand that for yourself, Divine Feminine, you also begin to change aspects about your person. And that's what's taking place for you, Divine Feminine, at this time. When you begin to release the process and begin to trust in your own inner voice. What does that mean, right? What does trusting in your inner voice mean? That means that your inner voice is leading you to understand where your happiness truly lies, right? And sometimes we have to understand that we are being protected against anything that will throw us off balance. So for you, Divine Feminine, you could have been really questioning the journey, and Spirit was calling you to be more patient in the process, because what was taking place, you had to be, I heard, divinely locked away. Wow. Divinely locked away, Divine Feminine, because all of this has been a process. And what we don't understand is that in the process can look very daunting because you're in the thick of it, is what I hear. But you have been protected along the way. Your happiness is yours. You were being called to trust in the process and accept your inner voice, which is leading you towards your own happiness. And now you're being called to look outside beyond what you can see right in front of you into the beauty of this journey. See, the journey is meant to be beautiful. And a lot of times we make the journey about anxiety. Hell, we make the journey about the other person. And the journey is never about the other person. The journey is the journey to your own internal happiness, to your own internal healing, to understand that you are on the right path for yourself. And what that means for you is to trust that inner voice that's leading you in the direction that you need to go. And are you willing to step outside of that? But you're being asked to be patient in the process. And when you're being asked to be patient in the process, that could show up very different in the 3D for you. See, a lot of times we get stuck in these unhealthy attachments where we feel weighed down through codependency, is having these chains. And because we have been used to codependent relationships of the past, you are now being transformed. See, there's a new beginning of what it is that you're manifesting for yourself. That new beginning for Divine Feminine looks like a stable romance. That new beginning for Divine Feminine looks like a new financial start. It looks like long-term security. See, you Divine Feminine, what you're doing at this time is truly balancing your masculine energy. Why? Because your masculine energy is your confidence. It's your stability. It's your financial stability. It's your prosperity. As you, Divine Feminine, begin to stabilize or balance your divine masculine energy, it does help you counteract any type of unhealthy attachments that have been weighing you down that start through codependency. Someone's getting a second chance at love is what I heard. You Divine Feminine, you're getting a second chance at love. You're experiencing a lot of deja vu, but it's meant for you to understand how good love is supposed to be. Orange Moon, Erykah Badu is your channel song. See, you are leveling up. Things are taking off in your life at this time. The wait is over for you, Divine Feminine. There's a lot of progression and forward movement, fast action that's taking place. Someone could have seen a space shuttle. I'm seeing like a space shuttle launch, and things are taking off very quickly for you at this time. It's happening in the now moment because you are living in the moment, because you are embracing the good vibes of who you are. Someone could have recently had a birthday. I'm seeing someone blow out candles. But what you have to understand is the fire and the passion inside of you is you falling in love with you. See, you're appearing brighter than ever before, Divine Feminine. There's a glow around you. But what you are learning is that you hold your heart. Through the unconditional love or unconditional displays of love for yourself, your self-love, your affection, your attraction, even your selflessness in the way that you've loved others, Divine Feminine, has allowed some type of epiphany shift to take place. There is a breakthrough. Even in your energy, Divine Feminine, you could feel a shift in your energy, whether that's coming through ascension symptoms of neck pain, of muscle soreness, of even upset stomachs. There's a shift that's taking place in the collective that's allowing some type of epiphany or realization to take place. There is a sudden wake-up call. Are you willing to take the gamble? Are you willing to take the risk? Someone could live in Vegas. Las Vegas is coming up. But Spirit is asking, are you willing to take the gamble? Are you willing to take the risk? Are you willing to breathe and let go in order to clear your mind? See, sometimes we have to recharge in order to allow the shift to take place. Shift to be shifted is what I'm hearing. And it starts with you breathing, letting go, clearing your mind. Someone needs a getaway. You could be taking a vacation. We are coming up on this Valentine holiday, right? Maybe you and your person are going to take a vacation, a quick getaway to relax and have fun. Choose wisely. Choose wisely is what I'm hearing. What's coming up for the Divine Masculine at this time, Spirit? What is coming up for the Divine Masculine? Acceptance. Beautiful. Beautiful. Divine Masculine is in this period of acceptance. Learning to accept the things that they cannot change. What does that look like, right? This is someone who now realizes that, you know what? I am on this journey, and this journey is calling me outside of myself. So what I am having to do is let go of masculine pride, of toxic masculinity, of the misconception that they have to meet some type of manly expectation. See, the divine masculine at this time is reflecting on the past and accepting those things that they cannot change about their past. See, there was a period of time where they were holding on to experiences from the past, taking trips down memory lane, right? Thinking about times that they had spent, things that have been lost along the journey. See, when you are shifted into the energy of acceptance, when you're on this journey to divine healing, this journey to divine self, when you slip into what we call acceptance, you also begin to understand how losses, the things that you've lost along the journey, have impacted you. That's what's taking place for the divine masculine at this time. They are heavily reflecting on the past, things that were lost, things that were taken, things that were even said about them, said about you. What are these things? The divine masculine is accepting that there are people in their lives that are there for personal gain. There is a rebirth that's taking place, and the divine masculine is being called to remember the spiritual awakening and the inner shift that is taking place. The divine masculine is turning inward, and there are major changes that is taking place in a transition. And in this transition, there are family, household situations that are being looked at more intently. The divine masculine is understanding that there has been disloyalty and are turning their back. There's a lack of trust. Yeah. A lot of clarity and truth. What is this clarity and truth for the divine masculine? What's clarity and truth? Coming up on the heart space of the divine masculine. What's this clarity and truth? Wow. That there's a need to take action towards what it is that is being manifested at this time. The divine masculine is being called to balance out their masculine and feminine energy in order to allow love to come in. See, the door is open. There is a portal. Thank you, Spirit. Of completion, of happiness that's taking place at this time for the collective in general. And the divine masculine is receiving a lot of clarity and revelation. There's a determination to take action, but it's starting with them understanding the broken family dynamics, the misalignment of their own relationships and values. See, the divine masculine is also understanding that the delays, the standstill, the resistance, the indecision, the fear of sacrifice, all of this is what is they are being called to accept at this time. Learning to accept that there have been shattered dreams. Learning to accept that there are broken family dynamics. Learning to accept that the way they have known love is not what it's meant to be. It's not supposed to be a struggle. It's not supposed to be penny pinching. It's not supposed to be overgiving or self-sacrificing. And this is someone who's now wanting to take a chance, wanting to take a gamble. Because when you enter into acceptance, you understand that you cannot change the past. But all you can do is live in the present moment, which is causing a new level of empathy for the divine masculine, who is now beginning to open up and see both sides of the situation. See, I'm channeling into a divine masculine that could only see their side. They could only see what they wanted. They could only see what made sense to them. But once you enter into acceptance and the universe pushes you to take action, you also understand that there are two sides to the situation, and that duality looks like masculine and feminine energy coming together to stabilize the polarization of what's taking place within the collective. The divine masculine is now understanding duality of this connection. Your spirit guides want you to know that they're thankful for the opportunity to guide you on this journey. Your spirit guides are thankful that you've allowed them the opportunity to present you as a willing participant in this journey. See, you are called to be a warrior woman as the divine feminine. And what we have to understand is that this is a spiritual journey above the relationship. And a lot of times we get lost in the relationship dynamic to the point that we forget that this is a spiritual journey to self. And you're being called someone's gifts. I'm seeing clairsentience. You have divine feminine and divine masculine, a clear feeling or clear sensing of what's taking place. Your perception, psychic knowledge through intuitive feelings are taking place at this time. There's a profound emotional sensation or physical sensations even within the body that is giving insight to the presence of what's taking place in the collective. There's a deep internal knowing or empathetic ability between the divine masculine and the divine feminine about what is taking place, and you are breaking the chains of past life karma from your relationship. This is a union that has had heavy past life interactions before. Star children, star child. You and your person have a lot of similar experiences, pain and trauma, and the awakening that you are experiencing at this time is signifying something very profound. There is a moment of clarity where the veil of illusion is being lifted, and it embodies the initial steps of the journey towards enlightenment and spiritual evolution that's taking place between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. There is an emergence from the shadows and an overcoming of fear and stepping into a new realm of understanding and purpose. This awakening represents the blossoming of inner wisdom and the revelation of truth previously hidden in the shadows of uncertainty and doubt. There's a lot of healing touch that is taking place between the divine feminine and the divine masculine, where you're able to use the universal energy within your hands to help each other at this time. If you are with your person in 3D union, hold hands a lot. Make a lot of physical contact, because there's healing that's taking place in your hands and you are a catalyst. See, the both of you guys are catalyzing each other. You're acting as catalysts to evoke progress and change within each other and becoming more aware of how things should be when you're living from a changed state of mind. There is divine judgment that's taking place at this time. A lot of the divine masculine are reevaluating their own religious or spiritual beliefs at this time, really wanting to understand things at a deeper level. See, the universe whispers through a breeze And when you take the time to quiet yourself and listen, you understand that you are never alone. And that is what's taking place within the collective at this time. You are never alone, and you are loved beyond measure. And that is what the divine masculine is understanding at this time. As a collective, divine masculine and divine feminine, we're being called towards our purpose, to know what you are here to do. And as you understand your purpose at a deeper level, it's allowing the acceptance and the unification of this new earth reality to take place through the courage. See, you begin to find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And when that takes place, this cancels out all loneliness, because then you understand that you are never alone. And what you are experiencing right now is a walk towards purpose and peace. And you are a being of love. And you are being called to release all negative energy. All right, let's get you a final message from the divine. What is the final message for the divine masculine, divine feminine collective at this time? You are a starseed. So both divine feminine and divine masculine are being called to ask the question, what lights you up? What lights you up? Because there is a change that's taking place in the collective at this time. And starseeds are souls with a double mission: to raise your own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. And starseeds are old souls who have incarnated elsewhere beyond this planet. Many starseeds arrive with a feeling that time is running out, and that there is something that they came here to do or create or contribute. What you have to understand is that you are being encouraged to answer the call, to follow what lights you up. See, once you are awake, most starseed souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations or meaningless jobs or meaningless relationships. So what you have to understand is that when acceptance occurs within the divine journey, everything begins to change. Because when you're walking towards purpose, you have the courage to realize that everything in your life has meaning. Meaning, conversations have new meanings. Jobs have new meanings. Relationships have new meanings. And they are innately, or there is an innate knowing that there is much more to life. And then you begin to feel that there is something more. And then you just want to get to work. That is what's taking place within the collective. There's a restless energy, right? Because you're being called to understand what lights you up in this world, and that you are a unique presence. Starseeds are scattered all over this planet. They are in hospitals, they are in schools, they are nurses, they are doctors, they are lawyers, they are childcare providers, they are beautiful people in the stages of life. Many starseeds spend part of their lives trying to fit in or in some form of spiritual closet. If you're dimming your light to fit in, it is time that you stop and start embracing the unique light that you came here to share, and treat your time on earth like a glorious vacation. You're being called again to remember what lights you up. This is your message. Love and light as always. The Lady Empath, 1111.